Shalom, brothers and sisters. Now this next one is going to make a lot of people angry that float through my channel. Tough. I'm sorry. This is who I am. Deal with it. Move along. Find someone that supports your narrative. Okay, the rest of you might really enjoy this as much as I am. More damage reported on the Muslim structures on the Temple Mount. For the second time in a week, structural damage has been reported at the Muslim structure on the Temple Mount. Though the damage seems minor and the cause undetermined, earthquakes, the Muslim structures standing on Judaism's holiest site have a long history of collapse due to earthquakes, which are common in the region. Arab media is reporting that rain damage led to the collapse of sections of floor inside Aqsa Mosque's Marwani prayer building on the Temple Mount. The damage took place on Thursday, and the Arab officials obviously blamed Israel, because everyone blames Israel. If my coffee is cold this morning, it's obviously Israel's fault. Biden had nothing to do with it. Must be Israel. Can't be the Palestinians. Sheikh Najeh Bakirat, deputy head of the Islami Awqaf administration in occupied Jerusalem, warned that the Israeli occupation authorities' refusal to allow the Islamic Awqaf to carry out renovations to the Aqsa Mosque's prayer buildings and premises constitutes a danger to its existence. While the term Al-Aqsa Mosque refers to a specific structure, the Palestinian media have in recent years begun to use it to refer to the entire Temple Mount, which is Al-Haram al-Sharif in Arabic. According to Dr. Mordecai Kedar, an expert Arabist, this is an intentional lie intended to allow the Palestinians to claim the entire Temple Mount. He suggested the term will continue to be subverted with the intention of claiming the entire city of Jerusalem for Islam. Last week, Israel 365 reported that tiles were falling off the western facade of the Dome of the Rock located on the Temple Mount. And Israel has recently experienced a number of earthquakes. And the Muslim structures on Temple Mount have a history of collapsing in the wake of earthquakes. The building was severely damaged by earthquakes in 808 and again in 846. The dome collapsed in an earthquake in 1015, was rebuilt in 1022 and 23. The mosaics on the drum were repaired in 1027 and 28. The earthquake of 1033 resulted in the introduction of wooden beams to the dome. Parts of the Dome of the Rock collapsed in 1927 and the walls were left badly cracked. Al-Aqsa also suffered from natural catastrophes. Shortly after it was built, it was destroyed in an earthquake in 746. We're on 8 if you're counting. But was damaged in another earthquake, again destroyed in 1033 in the Jordan Rift Valley earthquake, severe damage caused in 1837 and 1927, but the mosque was repaired in 38 and 42. 11-12 times that earthquakes, which God uses, have smacked this thing down, this abomination sitting in a place it shouldn't be sitting. So it just makes me again look at the possibility that maybe God clears the mount before they build the temple. And we can see things happening right now. Wouldn't that be a very happy coincidence? If it all comes down and the Jews say, you know what, we're over this. Take your rubble and go. We're going to build our temple. I think that's a very possibility. And for a man of peace to step in and say, you know what, because of all the earthquake damage and how much you've tried to reinforce these Muslim buildings on the mount, it's safer to remove them and rebuild them somewhere else and give this place to the Jews, because you know the earthquakes, the temple's going to come down anyway. Maybe you can spin it that way and get the place cleared and the temple built. I'm just saying I see a very real possibility for this soon. Earthquakes are only getting stronger, and they're going to keep getting stronger to the biggest one mankind will ever see that's still coming in the tribulation. But this is interesting. It's exciting. It reminds me of 1 Samuel 5 verse 2. You remember the story of the statue of Dagon. They had taken the Ark of the Covenant and put it in his house of worship, and when they came in, the statue had fallen down and broken in front of the Ark of the Covenant. Just like these things that shouldn't be in one of the holiest places on earth, where the temple has stood so many times, the Holy of Holies, now are falling apart because maybe they should not be there, obviously. Anyway, interesting to see, exciting, prophetic, opening a way for the building of the third temple. God bless. We keep looking up and we are bouncing out of here soon. Shalom.